Hi, I'm Donna Dewberry, the original creator of the FolkArt one-stroke painting technique. Welcome to the Let's Paint Studio right here at Plaid. Learning to paint has never been as easy as when I teach you how to load a brush with multiple colors where you can blend, shade, and highlight with one stroke of the brush. Our new program with Let's Paint FolkArt One Stroke this year is going to be all about learning how to paint 50 different types of flowers. And as you can imagine, 50 flowers makes the possibility endless to be able to paint floral designs. I'm thrilled that you've chosen to join me on this one-stroke journey. So let's paint. Today we're painting a jasmine, and we're going to be learning how to paint this on a reusable teaching guide. And the colors we're going to use are FolkArt multi-surface colors. So let's go over those. We're going to be using a wicker white, a citrus green, and a sap green, and a moon yellow. And we're going to be using one of my one-stroke FolkArt brushes, and it's a 12 flat. So what we're going to do first thing is we're going to practice the first thing that's going to go on our project, and it is the stem and the leaves. So we go there first, then we'll come back and practice the blossoms. So let's pick up right here is going to tell you which color and a shading that you can see if it works for you. We're in the double loader here. We're splitting our brush, and then we're working it back and forth really firm and quickly. And then you come back and pick some more up. And this time you're just flattening it on your brush, okay? So we need it inside the bristles and then a nice blend on top of the bristles. See how perfect that is? Now, as we're doing these stems, we're on the chisel edge, and what we're doing is we're lifting the edge that's going first ever so lightly, so that if we're on the chisel, we lift and we're dragging that last few bristles behind us. So see, we're going to come here and make a Y and another Y, where we Y off of the main. See the little Y's there? And then we just continue to go there until we have enough branches for the little jasmine to be added. Okay, so then and if we have a bud, we can also come here and pull off of the bud. And we can do a little teeny stroke there, just using the chisel of the brush for a leaf. But these leaves that we're going to practice now are a bigger leaf here that I'm going to put the sap green on the inside and the citrus green on the outside. All right, so I can go right there, and we're going to turn this around, and we're going to come right back again. Okay, and then when we pull our stem, same thing as this stem here, when we pull our vein into it, we're going to go only about halfway into it, into the leaf, okay? So you also have this where we're just making a little bit of a loopy movement. So right here, loop, 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 and see how I'm keeping that brush flat? So then I can pull a vine into it, a stem, smooth, smooth, and then pull another one into there. Okay, so this is what you need to practice so you're ready to start painting on your project. I'm going to use a baby wipe or a paper towel with water on it, a wet paper towel, to clean all this multi-surface paint off as you go, because it dries really firm because it's multi-surface. Okay, it dries on everything. All right, so now I'm going to pick up more paint, make sure I have a good amount on here. And if I look at what we're doing, I want you to see what we're doing here. So I'm going to start up here with these little stems that I talked about. All right, and then we're going to Y off of those, have another stem and Y off of this. So jasmine's pretty small. I've enlarged it here so that we can paint those little blossoms. That makes for a pretty stem, and you can blend the stem into a bouquet of other flowers you've learned. All right? Okay. We're going to pull this right here. And pull this in here. There we go. All right, so we're going to wash our brush. And we're going to still use the same brush to do the flowers. Now, when we're doing this, it really clearly tells you the 12 flat with wicker white and citrus green. Now, I can split these in half right here and work it in. This citrus green is a good color when you want a white blossom because it gives you the, I put the citrus green on the outside, but the inside also looks good with a white outside when you're stroking if you don't have a light surface. So look, we're going to come out here and come back. It's one complete stroke. Out and back. See that? And you can even wiggle it a little bit. Come here and pick up more paint. If you have a lot of paint on your brush, you can get a better job of these strokes. Okay? And then this shows you how to overlap it. So you're layering the flowers. One. Try to get a point. I go ahead and paint those that are going to be covered. Out, back. Okay, so now let's go on top of here. And we'll go right over. If you have enough paint, you can put wet on wet and it works good. You don't have to let these strokes dry, you just pick up and put more paint. Okay. Now in the center of these, I wiped this off and picked up a little bit of sap green and I put it right here in the middle. Right here in the middle of this guy. See, it's right here, and then we put a dot of yellow. All right. And over here with the citrus and the white, we just push down one stroke down and it makes a bud. Okay. Now I'm going to wipe this off before I go so it doesn't dry up on us. And I want you to practice till you feel like you can make that movement where it's got a point and it comes back. Okay. Let's keep this here so we remember what we just learned. After we practice, we feel better. Right on the reusable teaching guide. Okay, so I'm picking up white and citrus. All right, so the first thing I do is come in here and each one of these are going to be the same strokes. All right, and then I'm just going to overlap it as I do more. Okay, so now all I have to do is come in here with a little bit of the greenery, which is citrus green and sap green. And I'm going to come in here and pull all of these little guys down and attach them. And then we do some little thin leaves. Okay, a little bit out here. And the last step to do are those little centers I was sharing with you, where we're just getting the corner, all right, on each one of these. Then we just take one little corner of moon yellow and we finish it off. I had so much fun today sharing how easy it is to paint these flowers. They turned out gorgeous. Remember, practicing on the reusable teaching guides right over my strokes gives you so much painting confidence. Thank you for joining me here in the studio. And remember, we just learned one more of the flowers from the A to Z one-stroke floral painting sets. And I would love for you to take pictures and share them on our Let's Paint with Plaid Facebook group by hashtagging Let's Paint Challenge. Come on, everybody, let's paint.